the mark. And then the Pittsburgh guards have actually rebounded the ball extremely well. Their point guard, Lowe, averages over 4 per game. Leggett, their 6'3" shooting guard, averages nearly 6 per game. So the guards have done their part.
They have. Just not much from the front line, the Panthers.
Venning off the window for 2. 5. Chaz Kelly the third. Tough shot. Cummings stood his ground. And we have not mentioned, since we were joined by all of you on the network, Zach Austin, another one of the Pitt Panthers celebrating senior night. He has yet to score, and he's on the bench with 4 fouls. Hastings with the layup. Reggie Jackson still going strong. Coming off the bench for the Sixers these days in his 14th season.
If you're Venning, you got to know your guarding Cam Corn on the perimeter. It's not an effective scorer there.
Taves puts it into the post.
Trying to spin back to that baseline side.
There he goes, over Corrin for 2.
4.
Taves gets it in. Showed nice patience along the baseline.
Brown with the runner, no good. Venning with a big rebound and lays it in, and he got fouled.
Putting the ball down and trying to get to the rim a little more. Only problem is you got Maxime Reynaud there that's going to adjust or alter your shots.
Venning has a mismatch as he backs in Donovan Young and scores with the right-hand hook.
Well, that was smart. That is his weaker hand, even though it's his natural hand, but he's showing the ability, either hand, scoring it over his shoulder.
Chaz Kelly feeds Venning, who goes up and under, plus the foul. 2.
He's been on the plus side every game.
Stanford has 2 quad 1 wins. Jalen Blake has delivered game-winning jump shots in the final seconds of both of them.
Yeah, big time.
At Santa Clara and at North Carolina earlier in conference play.
Yeah, people forget about that one. That's huge.
A post touch for Venning. And he scores over the top of Maxime Reynaud.
Knocking down threes. He's been tough.
Luka Taves, a true freshman from Tokyo, Japan, getting his first run tonight for Boston College. Venning out-muscles Kamen for the bucket inside.
Players that don't hesitate, Chris. He was confident. He put it up, and he was rewarded. He knocked it down.
His 33rd tray of the season. Stanford's 9th tonight. Venning back to work, falling away, and he kisses it in off the window.
Big man. 5 to shoot. 3 ball for Roger McFarland. Transfer from Southeast Louisiana. Venning the board. And that's his first bucket shot like that. Baseline. Lance Terry stymied by Chad Venning. It was a wall in the post. How about Venning just being the rim protector for BC today? And he takes one back from Brown for a bucket. What a sequence right there. That whole possession, just isolation ball. Coach Stoudemire obviously not happy with that possession. Georgia Tech needs to find a way how to get out in transition or in the half court, get some better ball movement. They disturbed Damon Stoudemire, and a hook by Chip. And scoreless in the second half. Good bounce pass to Venning, who missed the bunny. Each side hustled by McFarland to Venning, and that should be goaltending, and it is. Game is industriousness. The fact that he's been relentless on both ends of the floor. And it's senior night, right? This is his last home game, and he wants to have a good showing in front of his mom. And second to last home game. They have one coming up with Clemson on March 5th, but you're right. Good point. Roger McFarland, Chad Venning both saluted before the game. Usually they would do it at the last home game, you would think. A little bit different here, though. Yeah. A little bit of a quirk in the schedule. Kelly to Venning, and the lay-in for our player of the game.
For Virginia Tech, you're going to have to be more patient, and again, just inability to break down the defense and get the paint into the paint off the bounce or pass.
Venning goes inside and flushes it.
Virginia Tech has missed all 6 threes they've taken tonight.
But that's a pretty good look. Again, Poteet, 2 feet in the paint, collapse the defense. They get a quality look from 3.
Venning, tough takes.
That's a break, though, for Boston College, because, wow, you got to block him out. We talked about it. Near 50-inch vertical, anything around the rim, he is going to just try to go and jump over you. So you got to put a body on him if you're Boston College.
Venning right to the rim.
Backcourts in college basketball. Jaden Zachary, Chase Hunter. That's going to be a great matchup, though, against a solid SMU team.
Venning getting the better of Poteet in this first half, fades away and hits.
Oh, he's got
Phil O'Connell on the board.
All right, you take Millbrooks' opinion there instead of the bench.
The bench. And the bench was hyped up about a three from Big Ben. They didn't get it. Michael O'Connell obliges with just his 20th three of the year. Lead is 18. Feels like a bad danger zone here for BC, Dan, early in half two, doesn't it?
Well, it really does. And again, they're having to work so hard for anything that they get.
Kelly back for Venning, and he dunks it home.
NC State defense has forced them into playing one-on-one, which is a reason why Venning isn't handling the ball very much.
Here's Venning, burrows down, just blast Middlebrooks and scores. Let's go center next Saturday night, 6 o'clock on ACC Network.
Well, he's a big fan.
He is a consistent attendee at the Moody Coliseum.
And if you're going to go to a game, the Clemson game would be one to go to.
Right. Today and next Saturday, right? You've had Duke visit. And there's a nice pass. Venning to catch it flush. Oh, what a good look. Three ball by Hill. And the rebound comes away for Hand. So it's 15 with 14 and change to go here in Raleigh.
That three is the weakest part of Hill's game, so a nice defense that time. Boston College avoided the mismatch inside.
Here's Venning working on Huntley Hatfield. Right hand jump hook, good. Chad Venning starting. And we rejoin you from Raleigh. NC State leading Boston College by 14. Somebody snaps a streak today. Here's Venning with a left hand over Taylor out of the timeout. Chad
Pays for Micah Shrewsbury. Why do you think he's doing that?
I think he's changing things up, putting a bigger, more physical body on Chad Venning. And he's 6'9", 270. You need a bigger guy to lean on.
Burton. Payne. He's doing it all.
He is. Got momentum now. Just get right into your ball screen action. Dribble, penetrate, and force rotation.
The bump by Venning, no foul, and he can.
I rode a bike. I did probably 4 to treadmill. I walked my form.
Here we go.
I walked my form.
Ask me how many I did. Venning to the rack. He makes a living on corner threes. Over 45%. Averages 3 threes per game. One of the top numbers in the ACC.
That's a loose ball situation there that they were fortunate to come up with.
Burton, the ball fake. Excellent defense by Chaz Kelly.
It was. Great job containing the dribble of Burton. That's not an easy job. Stayed down on the fakes. Great job of not fouling there.
Strong from Charlotte to Venning. Fadeaway with 5 to shoot. He got the roll.
Speed, great ability to finish.
His 6 second half points, 16 overall. ECC's leading scorer. Venning. The hook. Largest lead, 14 points. That was at the 14-10 mark of the second half.
And BC's letting their offensive struggles affect their defense. I think the last couple of possessions down. Again, there's Chad Venning.
For the Irish, a scoring drought of over 215 for the Eagles. First tie since it was 31-31.
Same move there. He has a heart of the line. I mean, he's just so fearless going inside.
26. The sophomore from Mishawaka, Indiana. Good move with a post.
Matchup right now. But you can see Roper and one of their better defenders are on him, and I would run something for him. He doesn't get it, I wouldn't force it.
Picked by Venning to Payne. Venning gets it back. Venning, big boy move, and he converts.
Properly gave him one earlier. Earlier foul was on Taylor. So one for Starling, one for Taylor. Lampkin to the bench. And over Naheem.
Teammates is scoring. Boston College has to figure it out quickly.
He had a good second half against Duke the other night as well. Beadle. Little twirl in the lane. Back inside, Venning against Lampkin. Tough two going glass.
He's the guy here, Syracuse, you want the ball in his hands. He's a closer for them, and they seem to be doing that.
14 of his 18 in the second half. He had 20 in the second half against BC last month. Venning burrows in, doubled. He scores anyway.
They must this game, but that was a nice drive off the screen by Lampkin Jr.
Just a second shot attempt. He's 2 for 2. Beadle inside for Venning. Triple team. He scores anyway.
Which could be detrimental down 5 with 3 minutes left in double OT.
Venning driving on Lampkin. He scores over him.
Beadle and Brown combining for 34 points against the Tar Heels. That was a devastating loss for BC. We'll get into that in a little bit. Chad Venning, the running hook shot. The same play is be able to dribble the ball from the perimeter, put it down, and get into a spin move and finish at the rim. But he has to be aggressive. You can't be soft if you're 6'11". Venning, spin around Watkins for 2. Boston College. Here comes Payne. And blocked. Venning the board. He's got 2.
That Hubert Davis talked about. This team has not been a great offensive rebounding team, but to give the credit to the tip to keep it alive, to keep Withers the basket.
Brown thought about it. That's a nice feed that leads to an easy bucket.
He didn't draw as much of a crowd as he has earlier in the game, so you can get to that right hand, able to finish easily.
Here's Venning. He just takes Washington straight to the basket and lays it in.
Trimble to set that one up too. Saw his guy open in the corner.
Venning is checked back into the game for Boston College, playing with 3 fouls. That's him with the ball. Working on the much leaner Washington. He just bullied Washington to the basket.
Nowhere for anybody to come to help. They were trying to get there from the top. Good move by Venning.
What a feed after the dribble penetration. They're looking at the big fella down there. And that is a beautiful move by Venning. Lead. Cadeau behind the back to the basket. Rejected. Outstanding defensive play right there. As Luka Taves has just checked into the game for the first time all day.
Sitting for 40 minutes and then getting that defensive stop.
Wow. They're going to the big fella again. And he lays it in Washington.
Announcement is the next time that happens, and it won't because it only happens with the first shot of the game, that there'll be a technical foul.
Well, you just said it. What does Virginia need to see? The ball go through the hoop. McNeely does that, opening the scoring with a 3. Venning answers with a